hamstrings. The motion we're going to do is the forward bend. So what the motion is you're going to bend your knees with your back straight. So you're going to bend at your hips, and you're going to just push your knees back and raise your rear so you feel a stretch in your hamstring. So when we're going to do this, we'll do 3 reps, and we have to create tension in the hamstrings as we go into the stretch. So what I'm going to do, my feet are just about shoulder width apart. Knees just slightly bent. You're not bent really low or anything, but you're going to have a nice bend in your knees where you feel comfortable. Back straight. The key is for your back to be straight the entire time. So when we squeeze, we're going to push our feet into the ground and try to curl them backwards, almost like this, like you're going to pick your heel up to your rear. So you'll bend, right, with your knees bent, and you're going to contract. You can see I just contracted my hamstrings, and then straighten as I keep the tension in my hamstring. Okay, so that was 1. Contract and straighten. 2. On our last one, we'll hold for 5 seconds. So contract and then straighten and hold. The back straight the whole time. All right, so that will work your hamstrings. That was with our feet straight, okay? Pointed straight ahead. Next, we'll point our toes in. All right, exact same motion. Your bends, your knees are going to come in a little bit. Contract, kick your feet back, and stretch. That was 1. Same thing. Contract your hamstrings and push your knees back. Stretch. That's 2. Contract your hamstrings. Reach back straight. Hold for 5 seconds. All right. The next motion we'll do is we'll put our feet out. So now we're going to hit the outer edges of our hamstrings. I'll turn sideways this time. So feet are pointed almost at a 45-degree out. So as you bend, your knees will go out this time. Okay, they can't go straight just because of the way your feet are pointed. So we're going to be in our bent knees stance. Contract your hamstrings, still trying to push those feet back into the ground, and then push your knees in. That's 1. Contract, push your knees in, and your rear goes up. Keep your back straight. And then for the last one, same thing. Contract and up, and hold for 5. Okay, so now we've hit the middle of our hamstrings, the inner side, and the outers also. The last hamstring stretch we're going to do is we're going to get into a wide stance. Okay? So wider than shoulder width, feet pointed straight ahead, and the same motion. You're going to start with your knees bent, and we're just going to push our knees back and keep our back straight. Okay? So again, contract, push your feet back and squeeze in at the same time, and straighten. Okay, that was 1. Again, contract, push your feet back, contract your hamstrings, feel the tension in your hamstrings, press your knees back. Okay? Same thing. Contract, last rep, and we're going to hold for 5 seconds. Contract and push back, contract the whole time. Keep contracting, keep your back straight, press hard. All right, so you should feel that tension. All right, so that did our hamstrings. The next thing we're going to do is our glutes. So we did hamstrings, work those. Now we're going to work our glute. So for this one, you'll need a chair with your office, wherever you can, or something about this level. If you need to use a desk, another chair, anything you can find, a box, whatever that might be. Essentially what we're going to do is basically the pigeon. So you're going to put one leg is put your right leg up into the chair, and it's going to go, you're just going to make a 90-degree bend in it right in front of you, okay? So you're going to put your left leg back and your right leg forward into the chair. Now, the motion we're going to do is we're going to come down into the stretch, and you'll feel it back on your right glute here. So you may need a pillow or something if you can't, if this knee is up and you're not getting it all the way down. It's possible you may have to do that. Let's see if I can turn with a better angle here. So if I'm using this chair and trying to get that knee all the way down, okay? So I like doing it this method where I have something to support on the armrest. So get into position. Put that back leg back as far as you can, up on your toe on the back, on your toes on the back foot. Push that knee into the chair and lower down. Okay, that's one. Push the knee and foot into the chair, down, that's two. Knee and foot into the chair, down, that's three. Okay? Now we're just going to do the opposite side. This is a very simple stretch, but it's quite effective with the glutes. This is basically the pigeon, the same thing, the pigeon stretch. We're just doing it on a chair. Alright, so your left knee is up into the chair, right leg is back, push into the chair. Push your knee straight down into the chair and lean forward. One, knee into the chair, straight forward. Two, you should feel it deep in your glutes. Press down into the chair and forward. Okay? Now, the next stretch you can do also in a chair while at work is basically take your right leg, cross it over your left. So again, we're going after that glute. You're going to start with your knee down in a relaxed position. Put support behind your on the back side of your knee and your leg and your quad. And you're going to push the knee down. So pushing down with my glute as I pull up. Okay? So again, and relax on your way down. So push down, I'm pushing down into my hands. And then I'm going to pull my hands up and rotate that glute. This is different than what we would do in our gym situation because this is a situation where you're at work and trying to get some stretches in. So push down into your hand and pull up. And keep pushing the whole time with your glute. You're going to push against your hands the whole time. Now let's swap it. Left knee over. Left leg over your right, okay? So you want to sit tall. Again, just keep your back straight. Push your knee down into your hands and pull with your arms as you keep resisting against that movement. You should feel it in that glute. Push down into your hand, pull up. Push down into your hand and pull up.